sure to cook.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to introduce an incredible product. This large 4.55 cubic foot convection oven. It features a smooth cooktop and a high resistant bright enamel covered oven door, which makes it both stylish and functional. Plus, it comes with a solid 3-year warranty, so you know it's built to last. This oven is perfect for all your cooking needs. The large capacity and true convection helps your food cook faster and more evenly. The enamel covered door is smooth and easy to clean, while still being tough enough to handle high heat. If you are interested in buying this product or any other products that Kostch makes, you can also go to Lowe's, Amazon, Wayfair, or go straightly to kostch.com. Click the link below. I want to give a big thanks to Kostch for sponsoring this video. Please be sure to click the link below. And now back to the show. Bye. Welcome back to Be Sure to Cook. Today, we're going to be making spaghetti and meatballs, and we're going to be doing it a very special way. So stay tuned and let's do this. Since I'm using my oven and my stovetop, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. There's a blue light that indicates where you got your degrees at. That is a cool feature. I love the convection fan. You turn it on, it circulates your food evenly and correct. That is a cool feature. Another cool feature about this oven, we have an oven light. Once you turn it on, you can see your food cooking. Okay, I cut a red bell pepper and an orange bell pepper, and I'm gonna actually cut these up in slices. Okay, now I'm starting to cut the orange. Okay, right now I'm chopping up some fresh garlic. Okay, now I'm going to run my knife. I ran my knife over all these garlic here. You know, these were sliced garlics when I sliced them up. Okay, I'm using 1/4 cup of milk. So it's just one little 1/4 cup. Okay, in this hamburger, you can use a pound or a pound and a half. It's how many meatballs you want to make. In these meatballs, I'm going to add some of these red bell peppers. You remember those orange peppers? We're going to use a little bit of those orange peppers. Remember those dehydrated onions? I'm going to use some of those. And since this is a lot, you want to make sure you use plenty of those onions. So I'm going to use all of those because you want it to get all through the meat because you want it to be flavorful. And then you remember I told you that we were going to chop up 2 cloves of garlic and I was going to use half and half. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use half for the meat and then half for the rest of what I'm going to do. I'm going to sprinkle some onion powder in here. And this is about a good tablespoon. Tablespoon of parsley. This is my all-around seasoning mix. This here is an Italian mushroom and it's a spaghetti. Here it is. And this is good. It's for spaghetti and this is going into my meatballs. This is going to give extra flavor that is going to bring these meatballs out and make them delicious. And then I'm going to add in that wonderful milk. Make sure you all have really clean hands. I'm going to start mixing this all up. And I know a lot of people say, well, where is that egg? But we have one more ingredients. I got to mix this up and make sure it all gets mixed up really, really good. So what I do is I squeeze and mix, and just constantly just squeeze and mix it all up. I had to wash my hands. I've got some Italian breadcrumbs. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. You maybe can use about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I would use 2. I don't like a lot of fillers, but if you do, you can use 3. Okay, then I got some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to also put in here. Do about the same. And I'm ready to start mixing all this up together. Okay, guys, this is smelling amazing. Once you put that breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese in there, you might want to use about 2 to 3 more tablespoons of milk, or maybe 4, depends on how much meat you want. We want that a little more wetness in this meat, and it makes it so much better. Make sure I'm only doing this because I want to make sure I really get all those flavors into that meat. Okay, I'm rolling out my meatballs, and I'm trying to size them the correct size. And usually I've been doing this for so long, I can kind of like feel the size of the meatball. And these are going to be some big meatballs. You're only going to need about 1. If you eat 2, maybe 2, that's a lot of meatballs. But they're going to be big, humongous meatballs that I'm going to be making. And they're going to be flavorful, and they've sat in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. These are you could smell it. You can smell all the great stuff coming out there. And you want to roll it just like a meatball. You want to make sure everything is rolled and everything looks perfect. Okay, and these are our meatballs that's getting ready to go into the oven. And look at that oven, that enamel blue that's in there. And don't forget, the convection fan is going to rotate all these meatballs, get around and cook these meatballs evenly. We're going to let these meatballs cook for about 30 minutes. Check them at about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I got some fresh basil that I want to use. I'm going to tear and cut up some fresh basil here. And we're going to be using this to put into the spaghetti sauce. These have already been washed. They still have water on them. But if you want to, like me, you can always rinse them again. What I love about my convection oven is the warming zone. I love the warming zone. It is hard to get your food to stay warm, but this warming zone will keep your food nice and warm and ready to serve whenever you're ready. And what I also love about this stovetop, it has a hot surface and it tells you when it is on. So make sure to look at it if you have young kids so they'll know that this is very hot. Okay, I'm going to turn my oven on to about medium. That 6 is in the middle, so it's about medium. That's going to turn blue and this is going to turn red. Oh, I love this stove. I'm going to put my pan on the stove. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. We're going to turn it about 3. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to put a little olive oil in my pan. I say about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Remember that wonderful garlic? That's the other half that's going in. We want to get that started right there inside of all that fresh oil that we put in there. And don't forget, this is olive oil, so it's not regular oil. And we're going to do some of those orange bell peppers. Okay, if you do not want the bell peppers, you don't have to. I just like flavor. I like a lot of flavor in my food. So this is what I would put in mine. And I'm going to be doing some other stuff. So while this is cooking, getting this ready, we're going to go ahead and start working on our sauce. Okay, as this starts to sizzle and get really nice, we got to cook those peppers and that garlic down. Let me show you about the hot surface. See this button here? This shows you that it is hot. This is what I was talking about earlier. I love this stove, and I hope you love it when you get yours too. So let's finish cooking this. Once again, if you're interested in buying this stove, just click the link below. I've got some tomato sauce. It's just a tomato puree you can use or tomato sauce. And I'm putting that inside of the pan with my vegetables. These vegetables are going to cook down and get really soft. They're not soft. They're not going to be chunky or hard or anything like that. This is the second can. So 2 cans are going to make sure I have enough sauce to feed my guests. I'm going to add some white pepper, some paprika. And this is all about, I mean, for 2 cans, you don't need a lot. So you might want to stir this because don't forget you have that garlic and those nice little vegetables down there. You have a little Italian seasoning, and that's just a little bit, not much, not even a whole teaspoon. It's maybe 1/4 teaspoon because you're going to have a lot in here. Onion powder. I've got some oregano, red bell peppers that I'm putting in here. Kind of like stuff together, guys. There's a little mix that I've made up for my spaghetti. And there's some dry parsley. And some fresh of that basil. Remember that basil we chopped up? And there we have it. And you just want to mix this all together. And then we're going to add a little sugar, maybe a teaspoon of sugar or a half teaspoon, because this is straight up tomato puree. So it's just chopped up tomatoes. It has no flavor. It's just regular tomato sauce. And we are making flavor by putting in all these ingredients and seasonings. Okay, and then a teaspoon of sugar. That should take the bitterness out of the tomato. If you don't want any sugar, just use a pinch of sugar. Okay, now I'm going to add a can of chopped tomatoes. I love tomatoes. If you put tomatoes in there while it's cooking, and these are tomatoes that are seasoned, you can get any type of chopped tomatoes you want. I love these tomatoes here are organic tomatoes, and they're just chopped tomatoes, and it gives your sauce. I love tomatoes. So when I'm making a spaghetti dinner or spaghetti sauce, I always put tomatoes in mine. Okay, I've got my surface on the back. I'm going to put all that fits perfectly on my pan. Okay, since I'm going to be making some spaghetti, I put a little olive oil in my water, and let's wait till it boils. Okay, let's check the meatballs. Look at those. Those look beautiful. Look how the convection cooked it evenly. It looks delicious. And it cooked it all the way through. It's time to take these out. Also, what I love about the oven is it cooks faster than it usually does. So if I'm cooking something that takes 30 minutes, I might want to look at that in 15 minutes. Okay, I've got some spaghetti that I'm going to add in. Oops, dropped a couple. That's okay. Now I'm going to place this on the warmer. Wow, nice. Now that the sauce is done, I add about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to whip that in there. Stir that up well. All right, and this is what our meatballs look like after cooking them in the oven. They are delicious. Look at them, meaty, big, and delicious. This is our sauce, and look at all that flavor in that sauce. And then here is our spaghetti. So what we're going to do is we're going to pile up some spaghetti here. Oh, this is a wonderful meal. That's about a good enough. We're going to put a little hole in here because we want our meatballs to lay on it. We're going to get one of our delicious meatballs. Pick it up. Well, we're trying to pick it up. There. Let's lay that there. That is our meatballs. Let's cover this up. Keep these warm. My label. And I am just going to pour some of this sauce all over. Oh, that looks so delicious. You want to make sure you get that on all of that spaghetti. Mm, there you go. This is a great meal. This is a great spaghetti meal. And there you go. Okay. Sprinkle a little parsley on there. Give it really great color. A little Parmesan cheese, oregano. This is the kind you can get into the store. They got fresh. I got both, but I kind of like the grated kind better. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this dish. I hope you come back so we can make plenty more dishes. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in the kostch products, please click at the bottom of my video and you can purchase one or find out where to purchase one. I thank you and I want you to come back because guess what? I didn't make this alone. You and me, we did this together and we can do plenty more. Hey guys, see you next time. Bye.